Hey guys, you want to clean and oil your motorcycle chain but you don't have a center stand? Well, stick around, I'll give you some tips on how to easily achieve this on your motorcycle. Okay, so it's time again to lubricate my motorcycle chain, and as you can see it's really dry and dirty. So I'm gonna clean it, scrub it and lubricate it. Now I could do this the hard way, which consisted in doing small parts of the chain and move my motorcycle up a bit and do another part of the chain, but that's just bothersome to do the chain maintenance that way. So I'm gonna apply a little trick I learned from a video a while back. I think it was from Cager on Two Wheels. I'm gonna use a car jack, or as we call it in Portuguese, a monkey. Don't ask me why we call it a monkey, I have no idea. It's actually very strange, but yeah, we call it a monkey. And in order to do this with a car jack, you need to buy a car jack. So let's go buy one. Okay, now that we have our car jack, this is what you're gonna do. You're going to place your motorcycle with a side stand, and you're going to the other side of the motorcycle, like so. And you're going to use your car jack on this metal thingy. I don't know the name for that, sorry. Now what you want to do is you want to raise slightly your rear tire so you can freely rotate it and do the chain maintenance. Place your car jack or monkey and lift it. Nothing easier. You want to raise it slightly, not too much, just enough to let the rear wheel now see, now you can freely rotate your wheel, and you can proceed to do your chain maintenance. Now I can freely rotate the wheel and you can see the chain moves with the wheel, of course. Okay, so you're gonna need a few things. You're gonna need a degreaser to remove all this gunk from your chain. You're gonna need your chain oil. You're gonna need something to scrub all that gunk off the chain, and you're gonna need a cloth, a piece of cloth, so you can wipe out the excess grease and oil and whatever. Now firstly, what you want to do is apply your degreaser to the chain. Like so. Now an important thing to consider is never do this with your engine running. Don't do that, because you know it's very easy for your glove or your hand to get caught on the motorcycle chain. And you know, if your hand gets caught on the motorcycle chain and the sprockets, you will lose a couple of fingers, and then how will you do your chain maintenance? It sucks. So don't do this with your engine running. Now after applying the degreaser, let it set for 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, so once you let it sit for a while, you're gonna grab your brush and you're gonna scrub all that gunk off your chains. And don't think for a second that you're not gonna get dirty. Just look at my hand, it's already very dirty. You're gonna get very dirty doing this, and you know, it's part of owning a motorcycle and doing your chain maintenance. And really, you shouldn't be concerned about getting dirty. You should be concerned about your own safety, because doing the chain maintenance is an important step of owning a motorcycle. Every motorcycle owner should know how to do it, because you know, you're talking about your safety. So you want to scrub the sides, you want to scrub the bottom part of the chain. You want to really get all that gunk off. And by the way, don't forget to clean your sprockets as well, because a lot of gunk gets accumulated in these parts. So be sure to give it a nice spray also on both sides, by the way. And just scrub it again. Now, after scrubbing all that gunk off, you wanna spray a bit of degreaser again, just to remove that excess grease that accumulated. Now, after applying the degreaser, you wanna wipe out all that chain grease, and that's why you need your cloth. Now, the next thing you want to do is just remove the grease with water. Be sure to remove all that grease cleanser, because you don't want that applied when you apply the chain oil. Okay, so next you want to dry out your chain. You want to be sure that you don't leave any oil cleanser behind or water. Just give it a nice scrub. Be sure to let the chain dry out properly before you put the chain oil. Be sure to get the insides of the chains, the O-rings, the sides. You know, just imagine doing this without the center stand or the car jack. It would be really, really annoying. Just imagine doing this without being able to turn the wheel, having to drag the motorcycle up a few meters at a time. This is just a lot more practical. After pressing the cloth on your chain, you want to let it dry out a bit. Leave it for 10-15 minutes. Just be sure that the chain dries out correctly before putting the oil. Now, while we wait for the chain to dry, it's important to do a couple of things. You should check the state of your chain. If it's too loose, you can see my chain is a bit loose, so I'll have to tighten it up a bit. It's not too concerning. I mean, it's not that loose. It's a bit loose, but it's not that loose. And while you check for the chain looseness, you want to check it in different segments of the chain, because on different segments it might be tighter or looser. You can see this looks a bit tighter than the previous section. Yeah, see, it's tighter. And here it's a bit looser here, you can see. And you wanna do this, and you wanna check for especially on these O-ring chains, you wanna check the condition of the rubbers that go between these sprockets. Just check them out, check if they are dry or cracked. If they're cracked, well, that means your chain needs replacing. And yeah, you also want to check. Also want to check your sprockets. So you want to see if they have a flat surface on the top. That means they are properly maintained and they don't need replacement. If they are pointy or shaped like a shark fin, then you have a problem. That's time to replace your sprockets, and not just your chain, your sprocket and your chain. Okay, after letting your chain dry out, you want to get your chain oil and you want to apply it to the whole chain on both sides and on the top. Okay, so lastly you want to remove your car jack gently. And you're good to go. Okay, and that's how I perform my chain maintenance. Do you guys find this useful? Do you think I missed something? Do you do your maintenance in any other way? You know, just share it on the comments, let me know. And as always guys, stay awesome.